After that ugly finish to the Canada-Czechia game, I needed a Leafs win. And they gave it to us. Was it great? No. But let's be honest. Other than maybe a couple games this year, what Leaf wins have been fantastic and fun to watch? Yeah, not very many. But they put it together. They win 2-1 over the New York Islanders in Long Island, which I believe is like a house of horrors, if I'm not mistaken, for the Leafs since John Tavares has been a Leaf. They find a way to win this game 2-1. Both goaltenders, Sorokin and Joe Woll, were crazy good. Bobby McMann scores both. And a little bit of controversy there near the end, a little bit of a quick whistle, but obviously the whistle did go, so the goal does not count. It's crazy stuff in this hockey game, but the Leafs do prevail 2-1 over the Islanders, win both games. Thank God no more New York Islander games, eh? I'm just kind of tired of watching those guys play, but you win both games. You won on New Year's Eve, and you win today. The first game in 2025 for the Toronto Maple Leafs is a W in regulation. Quick now I'm not going to do a standings update, but another out-of-town scoreboard watch. The Bruins lose in regulation to the Rangers, and Carolina beats the Panthers in regulation. So if you're looking interdivision stuff, very good. Went as good as possible for the Toronto Maple Leafs today. So good stuff there. Now let's break it down, shall we? First period, yeah, not much going on, right? There were a couple chances here and there for both teams. I thought Joe Woll had a really good first period, even though only 8 saves, but I felt at least four or five of them were really top-notch saves. And you go into the intermission, it's 0-0. Shots on goal, like I said, 11-8 in favor of the Leafs. You go to the second period, you need to find a way to get something going, right? This Leaf team defensively is good. You get the first goal, you put the other team on the heels, right? You really do. So, midway through the period, Max Domi. I mean, the young fella George that scored his first NHL goal from the Toronto area. He scored against the Leafs, the first meeting in Toronto. And he tried to go up against Domi, and Domi saw him coming, gave him a little bang. Hey, no elbow. I thought, honestly, at first glimpse, I'm like, ooh, that could be an elbow, that could be a headshot, this and that. Now, the kid just comes in lackadaisical, and Domi catches him. He ends up leaving the game, but Domi gets the turnover. And Robertson, I think, picks up the loose puck. I think the Islanders got the puck back. Robertson picks up the loose puck, finds Bobby McMann streaking down the left side, and you get Bobby McMann a lane to shoot. Oh, he ain't gonna miss much. As he buries one past Ilya Sorokin, 10:43 into the second period, and that line of Robertson, Domi, and McMann continue to torch the not very good teams in the league. But Bobby McMahon's 11th goal on the year, 10:43 into the second period. You're feeling pretty confident. Well, mayhem happens late in the second period as Scott Mayfield buries one. It was a weird latter half of the second period. Islanders have an onslaught. Woll makes some big-time saves, but he couldn't make that one coming across. And we're tied at 1 with a minute 45 to go in the second period. So kind of a tough one there for the Leafs heading into the third. Shots on goal were 11 apiece in the second period. And you go to the third. And yes, the Leafs got outshot 14-9 in the third period and 33-21 or 33-31 for the game. But late in the third period, okay, Leafs get a power play. The first unit, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, okay? They did diddly freaking squat. They looked like ass out there. Nylander, not a great night. Marner, God, he's been great all year, but there was a couple times, a couple muff turnovers in behind his own net, into the front of the net. It was ugly stuff. And the second unit goes out there, and what starts happening, guys? What starts happening when that second unit goes out there? The puck starts getting fired on the net. Enough of this nonsense of trying to say, fire the puck through 3 different sets of sticks and legs. Just stop it, man. I'm getting sick and tired of watching this first power play unit try to connect 4 different passes through 8 separate legs. Like, stop it. Get the damn puck to the net. Riley, why were you so good in the playoffs for the Leafs back against Tampa? You fired the freaking puck to the net. Do it. Marner, I love you, bud. Rip the damn puck. I was ready to rip Domi's head off in that late power play because he had that wide open cage and Sorokin didn't know where the hell the puck was. But Domi, being the passer that he is, doesn't even look at the net and gives the puck back to the point. And I'm like, for God's sakes, Domi, have your head up. But then, Domi gets it over to Oliver Ekman-Larsson, who fires it on. It may have grazed the post. I don't know if it did or not, but it goes off the boards. And Bobby McMann, standing at the back post, reads the carom off the boards, gets the rebound, buries it past Sorokin, his second of the night. It was a power play marker with 2:59 to go in the third period. His 12th on the year, second of the game, and the Leafs take the lead 2-1. Awesome. Then late in the game, obviously with the goal with Sorokin pulled for the Islanders, scrambles ensues in front. Woll makes some big saves. It looks like they may have banged away at a goal there, but the whistle goes. And it goes in the net, but they call instantly no goal. The whistle had gone. Okay, whether there's a quick whistle or not, the whistle did go, so shut up. And with like 30-odd seconds to go, or 20, I think it was maybe even 23 seconds to go, something like that, drop the face-off, nothing else happens, and the Leafs find a way to win 2-1 over the Islanders. As I've mentioned, none of these Leaf games this year have been pretty, but who cares? Like, let's be honest here. You won the game in regulation, okay? You've won 2 in a row. You're like 6-4 in your last 10, so you haven't been horrific. Joseph Woll was outstanding yet again today. And with the win today, and the Panthers and the Bruins loss, with the win, the Leafs are 50 points. 2 points up on the Florida Panthers, okay? With the same amount of games played, I believe. Yeah, same amount of games played. So you have 2 points clear there. The Bruins, you are 6 points clear, and you have a game in hand, I believe. Maybe they didn't count that one. Hold on. Hold on. They did not count that Bruins game either. So the Leafs have a 6-point gap on the Bruins with a game in hand. Tonight's win was important with those two teams losing. You did a job. We move on. Okay? Player stats from today's game. Obviously, Joseph Woll, the MVP in the hockey game. 1 goal on 33 shots. Back-to-back games against the Islanders where he has been outstanding. Obviously, on New Year's Eve, he was 1 goal on 31 shots for a .968 save. And he's thought, oh, you want me to do better than that? Okay, 1 goal on 33 shots for a .970 save percentage against the New York Islanders. Now, obviously, the Islanders are not a very good hockey team. So, and goal scoring, I'm pretty confident is not their strong suit. Yeah, they're 26th in the NHL in goals for. Where are the Leafs actually in goals for? 13th. Really? That feels worse than that. But okay. You went out there, though, for Joe Woll, and you did a job. Outstanding stuff for him. Now, we move on to the next one. Actually, no. What are the player stats, idiot? You said you were doing that. Bobby McMann, obviously the big one today. 2 goals and a +1. Also had 6 shots on net. He was great. Domi and Robertson with assists and +1s each. And OEL had an assist in the game today. The minuses today, John Tavares, Mitch Marner, Morgan Riley, and Willie Nylander. That's it. Enough said. All right, on to the next one, Leafs Nation, as the next game for the boys is on Saturday as they host the Boston Bruins at Scotiabank Arena at 7 p.m. It's a big game if you want to look at the standings, right? Because I don't think the Bruins play until then, or do they play a back-to-back? No, they don't play a back-to-back. So then their next game is on Saturday against the Leafs. So no back-to-backs. It's probably going to be Woll versus Swayman at Scotiabank Arena at 7. You win that hockey game, you are 8 points up in the Bruins with a game in hand. You lose the game, you still have that game in hand, but you're only 4 points up. So it's a 4-point game here. This is a big, big game if you're looking at the standings and whatnot. Like, I know people are more worried about the Panthers, but the Bruins have been playing better hockey than at least since the start of the season. I'm intrigued. Now, that video will be uploaded later than usual, guys, but I'm going to do my very best to get that up to you, or get that out to you on Saturday night. But, yeah, just want to let you guys know that beforehand. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video in the dub today, hit that like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, Raptors edition, as they, hold on, are they hosting the Magic? I believe they host the Magic at 7:30, right? Yeah. So 7:30 tip-off tomorrow for the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena against the Magic. I'm intrigued to see what this team does because they had a really good game in the last one against Brooklyn. It is Brooklyn, but with IQ back, things did change a lot for the offense. They looked fantastic. How can they do back-to-back games against a good defensive ball club regardless of how injured they are? I'm intrigued there. Now, for the Leafs, Saturday night, Scotiabank Arena. Leafs, Bruins on Hockey Night in Canada. These are the games you get up for. Not for, a Thursday night against the Islanders? No, I'm good. Saturday night against the Bruins at Scotiabank Arena? Sign me up. All right, so thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the dub this evening. Talk to you guys then.